Hello, my name is Tishmall Turner, and I am the Vice Chair of the Rincon Band of Luiseño Indians, and also serve on the American Indian Advisory Board for the San Diego International Film Festival. And the film festival has had a Native American track and has really reached out and embraced our local tribal communities to help educate the greater part of San Diego County about American Indians.
I am a tribal member of the Lipan Apache tribe of Texas. It's my dad's tribe. I'm also Mescalero, and I wanted to say hi to everybody back home, so date. And this is my 5th year with the San Diego Film Festival. I was with Tanya and Dale when they first started it, and it's just grown.
You know, several tribal leaders, along with myself, have stepped up and actually sit on the American Indian Film Advisory Board. And we contribute, we meet, we are decision makers and supporters of the film festival.
We're having our films in the San Diego International Film Festival. A lot of our filmmakers are able to come here, and I make the awards. I've been making them this is my 4th year. When they talk to me about it, they're like, we want something that represents American Indian culture because we're on native land here. And I'm like, I like the idea, so I did something with an eagle, and Annette Benning, Kate Betzgel, Eli Roth, just to name a few, all have these awards. Now they're collector's items. So this year I created a whole new one, and what I wanted to do, since we're the International Film Festival now, I took the quill of the eagle, and I incorporated that with the eagle. So it's a complete new award, and it's very powerful.
Rincon Band of Luiseño Indians is proud to be a sponsor here out in Kumeyaay territory and supporting our Native people that are telling our Native stories and really sharing lessons learned, our culture, our language with a community that often doesn't see this.
We're here at the San Diego International Film Festival, and we're just about to go into our screening, which is Waboos. It's a part of the short block of the American Indian stories.
What's his superpower?
What?
The bunny guy.
He's just not afraid.
That's not a superpower.
Have you heard the story about Waboos and the wolves?
You're making this up.
Isn't that how stories come to be?
The title of our film is Waboos, which means rabbit in Ojibwe, and the main character's name is Rabbit, and he is a bullied child that lives on a reservation, and his way of escaping and becoming something bigger and better in his own life is to draw, which, you know, that's what comic book artists do. The superhero that he designs is named Waboos, and that's sort of an embodiment of what he would like to be if he were a superhero.
Rabbit! You need to try on your dancing shirt. He's hiding in here.
The idea for the film, I read an article online about a Native American comic book artist named Jeffrey Verge, and he talked about growing up on a reservation with very limited resources, and he would doodle and sketch comics, but what he really wanted to do was be Batman and Superman, like most young boys. And it occurred to me that Native American children don't have their own superhero, and that developed into a story of a young comic book artist that makes his own superhero of his own design. So I'm a member of the Red Cliff Band of Lake Superior Chippewa Indians. It's a mouthful. That is in northern Wisconsin, where we shot the film, actually. And when Molly and I talked about the casting, it was very important to me that obviously all the roles were filled by Native people, actors or not, actually, because I really wanted to make this a community effort. I knew that we wanted to shoot it on my reservation, and there are very few Native actors in the world, let alone on my own little tiny reservation. So it was a very long process to find the right person, the right people for the different roles. I think we got very, very lucky. We especially got very lucky with Saginaw. He was amazing, pulled everything together, and was the perfect grandfather.
You do it. It's almost like my granddaughters, and that's what made it so simple for me anyway. I just imagine myself in a real situation such as was going through, and it just came out good.
It's one of those things where you always just on these smaller films hope you can get the big named actors, and it's not necessarily something that you expect is going to actually happen. So it was really exciting to have Saginaw in our film. And then it was really great to be able to find these kind of diamonds that haven't gone out to auditions before, and some of them that we actually went out and picked out of, you know, the street or like
in the casino,
yeah, in the
just walking
casino, and
around.
said this person looks the part when we were really struggling, and to find somebody who could really deliver what we were looking for, and to find these people was just such a cool opportunity to work with all of them. And I think it was good for us to be able to find at least a good number that was representative from that tribe.
And I believe that it is very important that it does appeal to all audiences, no matter who you are, where you're from. We were all children. We all have families. We all have grandparents. And because the Native culture, I think, is very inspired by our elders, that I think it's important for all children to look to other generations for their guidance and their solace and comfort and stories.
It's traditional, really, because we depend on our grandpas and grandmas as advisors to us, and we believe what they say. You know, it's not only giving him confidence in himself, but makes him feel better. And that's how I feel. I've had many talks with my grandparents.
Me too, and you don't want to lose that.